So hello and welcome back to Let's Play Little Big Adventure 2, aka Twin Suns Odyssey. Now that we have the lightning spell, and Sendo's ball, we can head over to the carts and ride lots of carts, and it will be lots of fun, almost as fun as pushing all those boxes. But first, we have to collect a couple items. We just collected another clover container, and over at the island by the hacienda, we'll find another one, so I'll see you over at Desert Island. Okay, and here we are at Desert Island, and there's the next clover container. Pretty obvious. That brings it up to 6 out of 9. So we're actually getting pretty close to full already, even though we're only about halfway through the game, maybe. I'd say about halfway. Getting there anyway. So next up is the only optional dungeon of the game, and the only optional magical spell in the game. And that will be the protection spell. I'm ruining it right now because I feel like it. And this dungeon is a bit annoying. It can be very frustrating. Oh my, that's incredible. Anyways, the annoying part is that if you get hit while you're using the proto pack, then you fall to the ground. And in this case, the ground just happens to be water. So, that's, And as you can see, the skeletons worship the Nitromecha Penguin. In this game, the Nitromecha Penguin is sort of this running gag of the developers. They place them in lots of little hidden locations. They placed one in the School of Magic, if you noticed that during my sped up part. And we'll be running across a couple of them this episode, actually. But next up is another crate pushing puzzle. I know, but this one doesn't need to be sped up because it's a lot shorter, so it makes things a lot more bearable, although the slipping is still a big problem. So what do we have here? We have a raisable platform, we want to get up there, and we have a crate. Now then, in its current state, if we just raise the platform and jump up, we won't be able to get up. So what do we have to do? We have to push another crate on top. So the only tricky part of this puzzle is figuring out how to make the platform go up. But of course, all you really have to do, toss your magic ball over, hit the switch rather than miss the switch, because apparently I'm really bad at this time. There we go. And then push the crate. Now the annoying thing about this crate is that we really get to see the whole slipping while pushing in action. Just watch this. It's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. So my point is moot. Very good. Usually when you try to push it, he just slips and slides and the crate goes nowhere and it takes a long time. And then I get really frustrated and then I don't feel like making the episode. I'm impressed that it worked out this time. Anywho, if you set yourself upright, you can get a good, discreet hit on there. Jump on top of the 2 crates. And you've got yourself a way up. Does that one shoot fireballs? Yes, it does. And coming up next is the only optional boss of the game, and his attack pattern is pretty much identical to the Tralus. As you can see, he has a spread fire attack. And he has a melee attack, which is slightly different from the Tralus, but not too much so. And if I had magic, enough magic, then I'd show off the fact that you can actually just... I'm pretty sure you can insta-kill every boss in this game with the lightning spell, which makes it even more overpowered, really. And one person on the forum actually mentioned the fact that you can use up clovers to refill your magic and life meters, so that makes the lightning spell even more powerful. However, that really only applies to Little Big Adventure 1. As you can see, the spot where clovers would otherwise take up is empty.
Now own a protective spell.
So you can't actually gobble up clovers in this game for health and mana. I guess the developers realized how overpowered that was and decided to put a stop to it. Now we just got the protective spell, and you can... whoa! You can activate it with... You can activate it with a hotkey, of which I've forgotten. All of those are obviously not the hotkeys. That's kind of embarrassing, but whoa. Yeah, anyways, you can activate it with a hotkey or you can activate it in your inventory. As you can see, dying while using the Proto Pack really sucks. If I get hit by that bat, for example, then I will die. Luckily, I didn't. And before we teleport out again using our little mini-map teleport thing, there's one other thing to show off in this dungeon. Now, we could have tried to Proto Pack all the way over here, just by using this little canal here. But there's a little surprise waiting for us. Yeah. So you need to activate your magic spell so that you don't get horribly murdered by the saw blades. Fun. Anywho, that about does it for this area. So next up, we're heading over to the Temple of Boo to try to hijack ourselves a spaceship. So I'll see you there. Here we are in the Hacienda because you might have asked yourself, oh yeah, and this animation is great. Just the deliberateness with which he closes that paper. I love it. Anyways, whoa. Stop that. Anyways, you might ask yourself, well, why don't we just take this route down? What? Stop that. Yeah, and there's... What? It goes to the floor? That's... What are you doing, Twin? I can't actually do anything right now. Twinson is completely stuck, and in fact, I'm locked out of my controls. This is... Wow, so I guess that was a bug. Well, good. You get to see the animation again. Anyways, so if we go down here, there we go, then you might ask yourself, well, why don't we just take this route? Well... Yeah, you can only use the Proto Pack on even surfaces. If the surface becomes uneven pretty much at all, then you'll fall to your doom. It is possible, let's see if I still have the save somewhere. It is possible to get onto the rocks over to the far side. Here we go. Yeah, so it is possible to get over onto those rocks using the jump save bug. But even over there, you still can't get through. So it's literally impossible. I think you just saw Twinson's arm for a second there. It's literally impossible. We're looking at a blank screen. It's literally impossible to get over there through here. So we have to find an alternate route. Well, the alternate route is through the Temple of Boo, and we get to ride minecarts. So let's go! Okay, and here we are at the Temple Park. And as you can see again, this place has become a bit slightly more hostile. And there's a guy shooting ducks. And also stop that. Also you can see that our darts are actually still in there. The darts are actually persistent. And they are in fact persistent through save games. I've actually found myself finding darts left from other games. Oddly enough, I don't know what's going on with that, but this game is pretty crazy, so who knows. There are lots of fun little things. And as you can see, the protection spell is incredibly helpful because it negates the horrible combos that enemies get on you, and you can just get right into melee range with them. And if you actually know the toggle, then you can just toggle it whenever you're being attacked, and it becomes really easy to block all attacks coming to you. So it's a really helpful spell to have, and apparently some people have gone through the entire game without knowing it even existed, so I kind of pity them. But here we go on the minecart ride, and we could have taken this earlier, but there was really only one thing to see for our good 5 minutes of trouble, so we're taking it now, and we're going to enjoy it. And the sort of gimmick of this area is the fact that you have to hit these signposts to change the direction of the cart. And we want the cart going over to that thing to our right, first of all. You'll see why. It triggers a little cutscene. And then we're going to be heading over into the Esmer base, which is also connected to these rail tracks for some reason. Who knows why. And we actually want to be going... We don't want to be going... We don't... Okay. So in the case that you want the cart to turn around, all you have to do is jump off it, and it'll go in whatever direction you want. So we just have to wait. And I'm going to cut